What's happening, family? It's Regular Nas, a.k.a. Black Marty Jannetty here, and I got an ad for you. I just recently purchased Tidal. It's a different kind of music streaming service app that forces relationships between artists, guys, come on, I'm being serious. Fans and values diversity in music.
Yeah, you're fucking this shit up.
Why are you reading off your phone?
Fam, don't do that.
You mad trash.
Fam, don't do that.
My first ad promotion.
Yo, fam, come on now.
Listen,
You know what?
I'll tell you
Tidal
about
X is coming to Brooklyn. Did you know that?
the Tidal X Brooklyn concert.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
See? It's done.
It's a horrible.
You're welcome.
That was a horrible ad promotion.
All right, so for people that don't know,
like The
Tidal
Voice?
X Brooklyn concert. It's about social justice reform.
Yeah.
You know, this is the fourth installment for it. For the organizations, charity organizations that the net proceeds will go to and support is Equal Justice Initiative, Reform, and the Innocence Project, and Cut 50. This is a crazy fact. Did you know that 1 in 15 African Americans, they're incarcerated compared to every 1 in 106 white men? And this is black men, white men.
Yeah, I'm not really
That's
shocked by
crazy.
those numbers. I'm not at
Some
all.
of them might be my cousins, so.
They're definitely your cousins. We already had that conversation. Oh, man.
But yeah, I wonder who. I wonder who's in the lineup. I haven't been able to check, but I know that like Stevie Wonder, Nicki Minaj, obviously Jay.
That's a
For
crazy.
previous
That's
one.
kind of fire.
Stevie Wonder and Nicki Minaj on the same.
Tidal
bill.
better give us some free tickets or something. We ain't doing this shit for free. Hey, Tidal, give us our free shit.
Like, did the millennials know about My Sharia more?
I don't know. They need to. I was just jamming and y'all wasn't even feeling me, but whatever. All right, before.
Wait. But one more. But if you are looking to get tickets or get more information, Nas, you definitely need to go to this link because you don't know shit about shit. But
Word.
Tidal.com/Brooklyn.
Came straight for your neck, kid.
Tidal.com/Brooklyn. Go check that out. You can donate there. You can buy your tickets, get more information, and they'll be able to, if you can't go to the concert, you can actually watch it for free also.
That's fire. All right, now that we're done with this ad shit, it's Brandon Killabh.
Erin Ashley Simon.
I'm Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh my God, here we're back to this.
He had to
shit.
change his identity because he killed that ad.
Yeah, back to
Not
this
in a good way.
bullshit. Grassroots podcast.
You guys are terrible friends, by the way.
I be trying to support you, yo, but you would like, yeah, you can go to.
I mean, you got
Tidal.
the shirt down.
Like,
That's good.
Yeah, you real? Know what I mean,
You got green on green.
yeah,
so.
and we're gonna close that link too. Got to come out with some new shit.
Oh yeah.
So for
some hoodies, maybe.
some hoodies,
Maybe some dad hats.
Yeah, come out some dope shit.
Hoodie season.
All right, so let's get to the shits. Lot to cover. Do we want to start with Chance on Joe's podcast? Do we want to talk about McGregor first? What are y'all feeling?
I don't know, man. My Muslim brother won, so that's all that matters.
I know.
I'm down for the chance, man. Let's go.
Oh, just dead in my.
Yeah, dead it. All right, so Chance on Joe Budden Podcast.
Yeah.
I want to be the first to say that I believe Chance. I didn't like Chance.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't have no legitimate reason.
There's no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I
You're
didn't have
just
a legitimate reason. Because you know what it is. So I was saying this to a friend of mine. You know how when someone is almost too positive that it comes off unauthentic? I thought that was like Chance's thing. I really thought that he was using the whole polite, positive
Manners, being a gentleman.
Yeah.
You're a
I'm just saying. I worry about shit like that. So I thought that was a ruse, and I thought that was just a part of his marketing employ. Listening to him speak, though, I believe him. Like, I believe that that's really him. Even his whole conversation around, like, speaking to Jesus and having a direct line of communication with him and that whole wisdom, I thought that was really, really dope.
Yeah.
So I like Chance now.
No, I agree too. I agree. I thought it was. But he even kind of addressed that, like how things kind of turned around. He said, like, I had an addiction problem, and then like he got back with his girl, and this, and just things kind of like changed for him. And I think that's really dope that he was able to talk about that, but then also be like, listen, I'm not trying to tell people I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to live in God's image.
Yeah.
I was like, bars.
Yeah.
Quotable moment right there.
So that's a hard image to live into.
So there's a few things though that stuck out to me. First
likewise.
was how did y'all feel about how he addressed the Kanye shit? That's the other reason why I respected him. When asked about like just the whole Trump shit and just that whole Kanye, whatever we're calling it now, he was very open in saying, "Oh no, I prophesize, but don't put me in that realm. Like, what's happening over there is something completely different. I know that he does shit just for antics purposes. Don't include me in it though."
Did he? I wasn't. I kind of forget. I mean, it's 2 hours of content, but did he ever address that tweet that he got slack for when he was addressing something? I think he was like supporting or saying something about Kanye, and people were like, "What are you doing?" Remember, he apologized for one of those tweets. Did he address that?
One of them, the one tweet he did apologize for, and it was just him saying that's not, you know what I'm saying, I'm not supporting this. I'm just saying I support him because he supports Chicago.
Yeah,
he's making it very, very clear that it's a Chicago thing for him. Like, he's really just looking to uplift and show support for Chicago.
Yeah.
When do we separate? Like if I'm defending my friend, I may not necessarily agree with his opinions and views, but I don't like this part of the culture where we got like, oh, how dare you defend your friend?
Yeah, I don't roll with that. Like, there's mad shit my friends have done, and even at the worst of times, I'm still, because I'm rolling. Like, you're my friend. Yeah. Behind closed doors, you're gonna hear it. Like, there's mad shit that's happened, and I'm like, yo, fam, you wild out. But in the public, I'm never gonna go dish you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't like that about the culture.
Yeah. I mean, Chance even said that he said stuff to Kanye, but he was just like, it's Kanye. Kanye is gonna do what Kanye wants. Like, I could say as much as I can, but let's keep it a bug. Like,
and that's what you gotta know who you're dealing with when you're when it's your certain friends. Like, you have the one friend that you can't tell shit to. You have the one friend that's knowledgeable and maybe open to it. Then you have the one friend where it's hit or miss depending on the day. I think Kanye is one of the friends where it doesn't matter what you tell him. Ultimately, Kanye is gonna Kanye.
Kanye's the kind of guy who, like, the friend will tell him something, then he won't listen. Then 2 days later, he'll bring it up as if he thought about it.
Yeah.
He's
and his friend was the one that said it. He's definitely that kind of person.
He's definitely that guy.
Like, the friend would be like, "How about you talk about love and peace?" And then 2 days later, he's like, "Yo, what if I focus more on love and peace?" It's like, oh, okay.
So, all right, dog, you got it.
Yeah, you moving.
You got it, man. Yeah, you right.
I just thought it was interesting though, because again, you have all of these people more and more, coming out that are in close proximity to Kanye, and they're all often saying the same things. Like, yo, I don't really support it, but he's my friend, so I'm just standing by him.
That's my friend, dog.
Can you really knock these people? Like, even when you talk about like side highs, and I don't know if that's a friendship. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about who else? Just anybody that's around him. Pusha, even though Pusha, I don't really see nothing from Pusha in reference to Kanye. He's
busy running a label.
Yeah,
because them checks are not stopping. That's why.
Yeah,
checks still keep coming.
So I don't know. I thought that was interesting. What did y'all think about? I guess his take on independency.
When you make $6 million from selling hats, you can be independent.
Yeah, I thought that was fire.
Yeah. And he said $3 too for each one or something like that?
I was never mad at the 3 hats, though. I actually liked the 3 hats.
Oh.
No, I like the 3 hats.
Yeah, I thought it was dope.
I think now when it comes to being independent, like, overall, when he was saying about owning your masters and your publishing, like, that is at the core of independence. But I think that now, just because there's so many different levels of being independent, there needs to be kind of like different levels to being independent, I think,
definitely.
this point. Because you can say independent, but then you're like adding in the chances of the industry with Joe Schmo who's just going to local shows and stuff like that. I think there's different levels. Like, Chance he had Apple Music at one point, and also he signed to CAA, which is like a major agency powerhouse. And then also his agent, I believe, it was reported that also was an agent for Kanye, and so you already kind of had like this major level up by signing to them in certain circumstances. So
here's my thing with just independency. I could see how Chance says, and I take him as being independent. So I look at it from him being an artist, right?
Yeah.
When you're an artist, you think about major signings, rather, right? So you think about it, if I'm an artist, I just signed a X amount of deal with Def Jam, right? What Chance is doing is literally, at least from what he's saying, he's literally just going to an Apple or whomever or TuneCore or whomever and saying, yo, I have this project. It's already made. I don't need any funding from you. I don't need you to pair me with any artist. I just need you to put it out and distribute it. It's a distribution deal.
Yeah.
So,
well, more than that, actually. It's a collaboration.
But I wouldn't call it a collaboration. Collaborating for me is when, in the midst of you creating a body of work, the machine is with you, guiding. If I'm already, if I already have my body of work and I'm bringing it to the machine and I just need you to put it out, that's not a collaboration.
No, but it can be a collaboration in a sense, because think about it. Like, you can have, when I say collaboration, there's also different kind of levels to collaboration. There can be a full-time extensive collaboration. There can be a one-time collaboration where there's a value exchange for both the parties to get something out of it. Like, you can go up to someone and say, hey, for this podcast, we will offer you 5 episodes to put on your YouTube channel. That will provide content value for you, because we know you guys don't have a podcast, you guys don't have in-depth conversations like this, and we wanted to give you this value exchange, and in return, we ask for you to do this. Distribution is part of that, but if both of you are working together, even if it's just pushing out, Apple is still working with him because they're getting something of value from it.
Yeah.
So if he comes to them and says, hey, I want to distribute through you, this is what I want to do, and then Apple still has the power to pick like where they put his songs on the homepage, how they do certain things. In a sense, there is a certain level of collaboration, even with distribution itself.
Well, this is my thing. When you think collaboration, like if I collaborate, I want to say so where my placements are. I want to say so if I'm on the marquee banner or if I'm on top hits or whatever. When you're just going through a distribution deal, it's literally just put it out. It's I just want exposure. When I think collaboration, I think, okay, let's say we talk about the what was the point you just made? The damn, I forgot that fast. The
placement.
The placement. Let's say we talk about placements. When I'm collaborating, I say, okay, look, I'm gonna put out this body of work. I want this placement, and it's to stay there for 3 projects, whatever the case may be. In return, obviously, you're gonna get that value prop of me selling and then you getting money back. That's a collaboration. Him, for me, just the way I'm interpreting it is, it's a distribution deal.
Well, I'm not saying what his is a collaboration, or saying if it's a collaboration or distribution, but now we're getting into this realm where content creators are turning these distribution opportunities more into collaborations.
That's true.
Like, it's not just in the traditional sense anymore where it's like, all right, here's my music, put it out. Now there's a deeper discussions amongst both entities about what's the value in it. You know, obviously, if we're giving you $500,000 for this or $1 million to distribute it, there has to be some value exchange proposition for us that we can optimize this opportunity for us. So then it's a win-win for both parties. Then it gets a little bit different, because sometimes distributions, like obviously with distribution platforms, you have like Empire and stuff like that. You have the regular distribution channels, which is just like, you know, you give them the music, they distribute it out, you know, they can get money from it, whether it's upfront for certain places or they get a percentage of it, right? Now we're getting into more where they're like, okay, you know, if we do this distribution for you, not only are we going to roll it out and we're going to put it on specific parts of our homepage, but then sometimes we may do like content. We may need you to come and do performances and stuff like that. So then it becomes a little more extensive than in the original sense. That's what I'm saying. Like now, especially when it comes to creators, it's kind of like the bending and the intersection of worlds, and like the same way that like contract deals for music industries are starting to change. The terms of like distribution and collaborations are starting to kind of like come together as one now. It's not like just here you go, put it out now. Sometimes companies are now like doing more beyond just like pushing it out.
Do you think that now like corporations are forming or creating their own version of 360 for content creators?
Probably. That's
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. I mean, think about it. If you are a platform that already has your distribution up and set, you're already way ahead of some other big companies. Spotify's ahead of even record labels, because they already have their distribution set. They already have millions and millions of listeners that they already know that they can get ahead and like get them to listen. And then they also have these playlists set up where they already have it, where if they want to do a distribution deal, or if they want to even have their own label kind of thing, just put the music on the playlist and you're already guaranteed millions and millions of plays. It's smart for people like Spotify and even like agencies, power agencies like CAA. CAA has they have music, they have sports, they have a hand and grasp in every industry. They literally can just have their own label and have their own shit, and they already have people in place. And they can even, collaborations. There you go. Look at this. Oh, we have an artist. Oh, well, we made a song. Well, we have an athlete that's doing a brand deal with Adidas. How about we put their song in that Adidas deal? Yeah. Boom. So these big entities and big distribution platforms, they have a leg up over some of these music labels. They just got to realize that.
Yeah, that's good. I'm just, when she was talking, I'm just picturing everything. Like if you're a corporation, now I'm going to buy this podcast, or I'm going to do a contract with this podcast, I'm going to do a contract with this artist, these athletes, and we're all going to work together like one big family. Yeah. Honestly, if you're an independent artist, you need to get your team together quick, fast, in a hurry, because you really don't need corporations.
Well, that's what I liked about it. His overall underlining message was, yo, I did it that way.
Yeah.
Specifically for a reason.
So I can show y'all that, yeah, you can make it and do it that way.
Yeah.
But I own my own publishing. I own everything.
You know who else did it that way? E40. Shout out to E40
oh my God.
In the Yay area for birthing these independent. Yo, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying about E40.
He wasn't even on the docket.
Tell me I'm lying about 40 water, man.
No, it just,
Yeah, 40 water. He said he blazed the bag.
No one even questioned him.
I just wanted to let you guys felt it.
Nobody said
the only
anything
person who would
about
question it is Wilson, but he ain't even here.
Yeah, because he don't know.
He's on vacay.
He don't know.
But the thing about Chance, though, that he did not address, that I think he should address more, is that, yeah, he did it and went independent, but it's all about the integral pieces that he got. Being tied to big agencies and organizations that can give you the resources to do X, Y, and Z.
He did say, though, which I thought that was interesting, he said all of the power players in his camp are big people in the music industry. He said, like, the one girl, he said he had known her since, like, kindergarten or some shit like that. And then I think his manager, somebody like that, was also, and it may be the same woman that you're talking about, he's known them forever. So he was like, he put them in play or in positions to be super, super successful, and then wound up, them being huge, and then just worked out. So I don't know if that was, I wish I would have heard more about that part, like how that whole, because I really think, and the other thing I thought that was interesting, he's never had a publicist. Like,
because he's
smart.
He didn't need it, because of the distribution plans that he had. Like, when you distribute content and you distribute music the right way, you can get the necessary attention towards your music to the point where, like, you don't really have to do much. Yeah. And that's the thing that a lot of independent people forget is, like, yeah, you may have the greatest music in the world and be the best rapper and be the best podcast, but if you don't have a distribution plan to execute, no one's going to hear it. Yeah. It's kind of like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, do they actually hear it? Yeah. So, but that's,
I'll see about the roach. I was looking.
Oh, just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
You my homegirl. I got to send you out there correct.
Listen. If E40 can switch it up and say things the way he wants to say, I can say it the way that I want to say.
Talking shit, eh?
You hear it.
Don't come for 40.
Listen, he switches up words and stuff like that too. So I am doing the same. Same meaning. Booyah.
Oh, man.
I'm bringing my DOS effects to it.
Oh, man. I know I'm going to catch this later.
You are.
That's all right. But the funny part is, what I said wasn't even far off.
It wasn't. I'm just.
So if it's sound.
Oh, man.
Maybe I want to have my own.
Like you were saying, Chance.
See, you just break it up. You know what? Nah, I'm not even. Nah, fans, blame Nas, because I'm not even gonna drop some gems right now. Nope.
Yeah, you got to blame Nas.
You broke my train of thought, so guess what? You got to pick up the pieces. Tell me. So what do you think I was going to say?
I have not a clue.
Exactly. That's why you are the passenger. Sit your ass back and take a big glass and shut the fuck up. Take that big glass, son.
Yeah, that's when you know you don't want no beef. You just sit there, you're like, my bad, yo. My fault. Like, I don't want no problems. Yo, why y'all so stupid? Man. You know who did want problems last night? Or who really shouldn't have wanted problems, but got some drama?
Conor? Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? Listen, McGregor.
He know who he is now, right?
Yeah. Did y'all see the fight last night?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, I still don't. I still don't.
Yo, fam, that tap?
You know what, though? A lot of people was talking about that. Conor McGregor is known to tap. Like, he's not going to put up that much of a fight when he's in a compromised position. I can't think of who else he did that with, and he tapped quick. Like, it was only a few seconds. He tapped real quick.
Might have been Nate Diaz.
Oh, it might have been Nate Diaz. I think it is Nate. Chris, can you check? He's checking. But I wasn't surprised by that. Once I saw the choke, and then when I saw him start to crank his fucking jaw, I said, "Oh, he's gonna tap.
He's not
over."
Trying to get
it's
his $1 million body broken and shit. He's still got alleged Mayweather shit coming up and stuff.
Well, here's the shit where I went back and forth with it. Right, so I went all the way back. Now, mind you, McGregor. And Khabib, that's Khabib rather. Sorry, I don't want to fuck his name up because he's crazy. He if you guys remember, McGregor got into that incident in the bus, in the bus, throwing the fucking trolley through.
He was walking around like a gangster,
and he was wilding. Right.
Yeah.
This is all stemming back from them. Like, and it's alleged that they've had like street beef. Like, this is not just like some UFC shit. That's why it went. South, and he jumped out the octagon.
It's the UFC's fault for all that shit because they knew doing
I read
this.
That. Tell me why you think that.
But no, just overall, they knew about the bus situation. Mm-hmm. I'm sure they knew about everything else, and they put these two hot-headed, fighting men. Have them battle it out. You think that nothing's going to happen after the dude fucking threw a chair, or not even chairs. It was like, what, like a trolley or something at the bus, and you think that nothing's going to occur from this, or that Conor McGregor is not going to like keep pushing the buttons even more? Like, and also, didn't you see what Conor McGregor was doing with Mayweather with some of the crazy shit he was showing? Like, my thing is like, the UFC has to be careful with this shit because someone could have gotten hurt. They knew that this was a possibility, that something like this could have happened. Like, let's keep it a buck. When it comes to Conor McGregor, anything like this could happen.
Yeah, but this is the one time where I will side with Conor McGregor. He didn't do shit. Like, this is the one time where...
Well, he didn't do anything that we seen.
I'm talking about just the night. I'm just talking about just the night.
I'm always gonna roll with my Muslim brother, man.
We know that. I know that.
I'm gonna put that out there right now.
We already know. That's why.
Man's Dean. You talked about his country.
Well, that was the other thing. Khabib came out and said, he talked about, he disrespected me. He crossed lines. In the beginning of this whole everything, before there was even a fight, he crossed a lot of lines.
He definitely talked to Cardi B.
Then stupid. then he the reason why he jumped out of the octagon is because it's alleged that McGregor's trainer was yelling racist shit to him outside the ring, and he heard it. Now, do I think that in the crowd full of thousands upon thousands of people, you're in the octagon, your adrenaline is rushing, that you happen to hear his trainer, amongst all these people yelling? Mm-hmm. I'm not rolling with that.
I'm rolling.
I'm not. No, it can be possible. It can be possible. I only say that. I only say that because when I played college soccer, you get into such a zone, but sometimes even when you're in that zone, you can still hear certain people. Like, I never could hear my mom. I could never hear fans, but I could always hear, like, the coach or the other team's coach or certain players on the team. And I would specifically sometimes, whether I realized it or not, would tune into certain players that were talking shit on the other team because I would want to come back and fuck their shit up and then get in their faces. So it is possible that he could have been so focused, or maybe he heard something before, so then he unknowingly was tuning into and, like, paying attention to what they were saying.
This is, again... Just because I watched the fight. This is the only reason why I don't roll with the story, is because in the midst of the literally after he chokes Conor out, that crowd erupted. Like, he choked him out. It was pretty bad. That crowd erupted. He's already running around the ring. In the end, just looking at the distance, there's no way that he heard this.
He definitely heard him.
You're only saying that because he's Muslim.
Because he at the press conference, his trainer's probably talking. So now I know your voice.
He's not talking about. I'm not talking about the press conference. I'm not. Talking about that.
But I'm just saying. I'm giving you context that even at the Conor's whole team is there.
Okay.
Everybody's talking. Mm-hmm. Oh no, this, that. I'm picking up voices. I see you. Mm-hmm. I just whooped your man's ass. He tapped out. He said no more, no mas. Now you still talking.
No manches.
But this is the thing. This is where I'm looking at it like this. I think that is what happened. I think, throughout this whole rollout, they've been beefing. They've been threatening each other's families, talking all hella shit. Yeah. I think he whipped Conor McGregor's ass. He still was on some shit like, which one of y'all want it?
Yeah.
Who want the smoke?
Yeah, let's keep it a buck. Which one of y'all smoke? I'm handing out ass whoopings for the rest of the night. Who? Oh, you looking? I'm on your ass. That's what I think happened. And not for nothing, I'm 50-50 with it. I'm
50-50 with, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm 50-50. 50% of me is like, it's reckless. Like, you have a responsibility as a fighter.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think about fanfare. You got to think about if there's kids in the building.
There's no kids there.
But we don't know. But we don't know.
You don't know. Famous people bring children.
But that's my point. We don't know that.
Nimrod brought his 6-year-old to a UFC fight.
I've been to fights before. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is,
you're famous. They ain't no rules.
Which is my point. You know what I'm saying? You have wives and all these people bring their families. You see it all the time.
You and them first 10 rolls. You know what it is.
You don't, though. You don't.
Do.
It's the same way when you look at a boxing event. There's plenty of times you see Floyd Mayweather's whole family there. It's the same way you see Mayorga's family all there. I can name a number of boxers.
They're in a secret.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And even if that's the case, did you see him jump off of the top of the ring of the octagon and drop kick fucking this guy's trainer?
Sometimes you do what you stop talking, man.
All right,
first. Let me point something out.
Here you go.
Let me point something out for everybody that's watching about Muslims.
I knew he was gonna say
and Russians. Okay, Russians don't joke like that. But and Muslims, if you're watching the news, we don't have good reasoning skills.
But that was my thing too. That's my other thing. Number one, he's Russian. He's Russian.
They're not playing, man.
He's not playing. He's not joking around. Like, have y'all not seen Rocky? Like, you didn't see the Russian crack a smile, man.
Real life Vladimir Putin, man.
Yeah, like
he's getting his competition.
Smiles.
Yeah, well, that's a rarity. I'd like to see it. Do you have a picture of it?
He does like this.
Yeah,
no, he actually smiled. Yo, don't joke on him, son. He worked with Bill Gates and a lot of smarter people than probably what you worked with.
I wonder if he smiles with them.
It's 100%. 100%. You're getting an argument on that one.
That's one thing. You look at it like that, and if you know Khabib's history. He's not, even during the press conference, if you see him during where you're supposed to be promoting the fight, he doesn't really do that. Like, he just with the shits and wants to get straight to the business. So when he jumped out the ring, I looked at it like there was a reason why.
Yeah.
Like, it's out of character for him. It's not something that he would normally do. So that's 150. That's 50%. The other 50%, I'm rolling with Push. Push said, sometimes you got to burn the whole house down. Fuck it.
Some people need to learn their lessons by that.
Now,
that second fight.
Do I think that Push really gave a shit about that fight? No. Do I think he took the perfect opportunity to talk about why he did what he did with Drake? Yes.
I can't lie. Like, Drake looked mad weird standing behind Conor with that flag.
Yeah, that's the
like
other
that
thing.
shit just looked so weird to me. Like, dog, like.
What
are you doing?
Do y'all think he's gonna have an Irish accent on his next album?
Yo,
honestly?
Drake is like how Justin Bieber was to Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. But why is he wrapping the flag around his body? He's from Canada. I don't understand.
I don't know. Oh, I got it. His next music is going to be with the Irish folklore or something.
That's what I'm saying.
He's riding that Conor wave. He thought Conor was going to whoop up on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't happening.
Yeah, well, I didn't think. At no point.
Maybe he got that check.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, he was just
I think it's just there. I think he's just
CTC.
there. I think it was just
Connor's
there.
talking. I'm the best. Doing whatever. Okay, tap out.
So I guess
stop.
I guess my question is,
Should Conor McGregor stop? Yes.
No, I think no.
Khabib
I'm joking.
and Conor part 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Ooh.
Part 2
No,
gonna
I'm
be
joking.
nuts.
Dana White.
Even though I don't even know if that would be safe.
Oh yeah.
him?
Dana White. First of all, the UFC is not like boxing where them cats is getting crazy amount. Dana White is getting paid, and he's holding Khabib's check too, which is a sucker move.
Well, that was gonna be my next.
Wait, are they giving up the title too?
Well, this is my thing. Number one, because I watched that shit once. I was falling asleep, literally. And then when I saw that shit happen, I thought I was hallucinating. I'm sitting there like, damn, he beat the shit out of my guy. I can doze off. And then I just see him do a ninja fucking Chung Lee kick off the. I'm like, oh, it's lit. It's lit. It's
Then
lit.
this man hopped in the octagon and punched.
Well, that was some sucker shit.
Yeah.
That was some sucker shit.
That
Yeah.
was. I can admit that.
Like that was the only for me. That was some sucker.
and then you
shit.
didn't even knock him out.
So if you
But that was my thing.
remove that.
That was my
that?
thing. Dude was big. Pause. Hopped in the octagon.
You didn't even knock him out.
Snuck him a good few times. Didn't knock him out. I thought it was corny.
And kind of looking around like,
Here's my thing. So at the end of the fight, Khabib is mad. He's like, yo, strap me up. Strap me up. I want my belt. Strap me. Dana says, no. Khabib says, why? He says, yo, if I strap you up right now, people will get in trouble. Do you see what's happening? This is bad. Like, I'm disappointed. This is bad. That's one. Number two, he held his check. Now they're talking about should they strip the title of him? Because again, if you get suspended, depending on the days or some shit like that, they can strip the title from you.
Well,
Do you guys think that he should be stripped?
no.
You're
Yeah,
because
exactly.
he's
You know where I'm
Muslim.
going.
I know why. I'm only asking Erin. Damn. Who put some bacon in your fucking coffee
Chill,
this
don't-
morning?
come on,
Jesus
come on.
Christ, man. Come on. This fucking
do that.
guy.
that's a good question.
Say no, Aaron.
Say no, Erin.
I'm not Muslim. Okay. I would. Does he have any other offenses? Did he have any other situations?
Yeah, whipping ass.
That's not an offense.
Making cats tap out.
That's not an offense. That's a duty.
It's a duty word.
So okay, I say
So to answer your question, no. They said it was very uncharacteristic of him to do this. He's never had an incident. He's one of the cleanest fighters in and out of the ring.
yeah, he should keep it.
So then here's my only thing.
What?
How do you stop other fighters with
Fine.
clean,
Well,
with
you-
clean
you-
records? But is a fine enough?
Yeah. Fine. This is the
Or
first offense.
set a period of time where he can't fight for. Set a period of time where you're like, all right, well, you can't have your
But
next.
that's the
everybody's
thing. But
losing
that was going to be my thing. Then everybody's losing money. So it's an A and B situation. It's either A, we stripping you, and you're suspended, or B, we're not doing shit. Because if I just fine you, you know how many fighters now will feel like, all right, well, I'm popping off. Nothing should happen. If it should happen, y'all ain't do nothing to Khabib.
Yeah.
So now I feel targeted.
No,
now I want to sue and
Fine him
this
like
is-
400,000.
you know that ain't shit.
I don't know what his checks are because
Fam.
Dana White is.
You know who Khabib is. You
Oh,
know
well,
who Khabib
Then
is.
find him $1 million.
At the end of the day,
That may
UFC is the biggest winner of them all because I want to know how many people were tuned in. I want to know all those numbers
Yeah.
because everyone's talking about it now. They're the biggest winner. So
Ooh, yep.
either way, they're ultimately whatever they're going to decide on is going to be a business move that's going to make it so that they can profit. Because the problem too is like if they strip it, they may be like, well, let's set a rematch. So you have a
Well-
chance to win it again.
Well, I don't know. I mean, McGregor's already talking rematch.
So if they
And,
strip it, that would make it.
to get another ass whooping.
Yeah, I don't even know why he would do. Even though
He knows the money. He knows if they strip it.
number
they
one,
do it again, he'll
yeah,
get
number
money.
one. I'm looking at this. This was a bag for McGregor. Like he hasn't fought since 2016. Like he came back and just was on some. All right, let me just get in the ring. It's the same thing he did with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz
Whooped him,
for
too.
he beat
That first one.
Yeah, the first one it was bad. It was way worse than the Khabib hit. Khabib just was like bullying him.
Shut up.
Nate outboxed him. It was a number of things. So I think the possibility of there being a number two would be interesting if we talking about those stipulations of we're gonna take away the belt and y'all gotta fight for it. That's gonna make shit.
Keeps gonna hurt him.
I think so too.
Awkward.
I think so.
he's gonna hurt.
Awkward. Yeah, I think too. If it's a part two, Khabib is gonna hurt that boy bad.
Yeah.
Like real bad.
Well,
so,
gonna learn today.
yeah. So
Please stop.
you mentioned profit. You mentioned profit.
Yes.
And this brings us to our next topic.
Money.
How do you guys feel about Kanye, Charlamagne, New York Times, part 2 of their interview, but it's going to be focused around mental health, but they're selling tickets for it.
CTC.
Talk to me about that. What do y'all think?
Cut the check. I don't know how much. I think there's going to be a jaded number of tickets that they're going to try to sell because I don't know how many people are actually buying the tickets to mess with Kanye.
Oh, they're buying.
You know,
Well, yeah,
They're buying because
gonna buy.
if people are not Kanye fans, there's still people that want to hear what shit he has to say, whether it is to mock it, whether it is to be like, all right, what is he on now?
Yeah.
Because even now, like, people say they're canceling him, but he's still here. He's still on every platform. People are still talked about his project, whether they like it or not. He's still around.
Well, this is the thing. The big issue right now is the fact that people are viewing this like Kanye and Charlamagne are using mental health as a way to get money.
that's one
Because they're
perspective.
selling tickets.
Yeah.
That's one perspective.
The New York Times is selling tickets.
Well, the New York Times is selling tickets, but again,
Yeah.
of course, the New York Times won't really catch flack for this. It's going to be Kanye and Charlamagne that catch flack.
I think also what they're saying is that they're going to be therapists there, that it wasn't really, I don't think that it was presented in that way as much.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also said something about like them not making money or anything, but no matter what is said, when there are things that deal with mental health and the wellness of people, you shouldn't be charging like what was it, like $100 or something
$100 a ticket.
or something.
So I'm on the site. So it says.
Sorry, my college is calling me to ask for money right now. So I
Yeah,
can't check
ignore
shit.
them.
$100 a ticket to jeer Kanye West in the jeer.
Yeah, $102.
Charlamagne
Yeah.
the
6
God.
ticket limit per show.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So it says join the Charlamagne and West as they talk about the break free from fears, anxiety in order to reach the next level of success. It then also says this event and conversation about mental health and tickets prices include a signed copy of Shook One Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me. That is Charlamagne's book.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gonna go with somewhere with like a charity donation to mental health charity. It's going to your book, bro.
I'm just saying it looks kind of funny in the light.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It looks
I don't
kind of
like
funny
it.
in the light.
First of all, like I said, anything dealing with mental health, especially now, like you shouldn't be like that should be something that's for the benefit of society and benefit of those people. And Kanye is not the person to be having conversations about mental health to begin with.
Well, that's my thing.
Skipping
It could be looked at like.
He's not the person.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it could be looked at like Charlamagne is using Kanye's platform to then sell his book and masking it as an intervention of some sort to talk to Kanye about mental health. That's how it comes across to me. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't
like this either.
I don't like it.
I think like if you were gonna do something like this, have one charity or organizations involved, have it be a free event.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about mental health, there's a lot of people out here dealing with mental health and problems that I'm sure want to have a conversation or hear a conversation.
Definitely walk.
And
past
then
a
if you're
bunch
gonna have
coming here.
Kanye, if you're gonna have Kanye, like even though I don't think he's the greatest person, like get someone else reputable in that conversation. Put up a known therapist or something. Like, don't just have it be Kanye and Charlamagne because I don't know. It just looks weird. Because that's the same thing. I'm like, you know, like, I'm sure plenty of us in this room have dealt with some sort of mental health thing. Like, you know, when I was younger, I've dealt with depression. I'm not going to be like sitting up here and be like, you know what, let me be the spokesperson for depression. Like, I'd rather have a professional come and have that conversation.
Yeah.
And maybe I can provide like my
guest
experience.
Your perspective on
If
it.
I was famous, provide my experience, but I shouldn't be the leading person. It should be a professional who should be the leading person for that.
Well, my other thing is that I don't like the fact that tickets are being sold. I don't like that. Yeah, like that whole shit looks. It looks wild to me.
Yeah,
it really, really looks wild. I feel like when it's times like this, when you're dealing with like such a major issue of anxiety and just stress and suicide, I don't think you should be trying to profit off of it. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole shit just feels nasty to me. It feels real nasty to me.
Or if this is the case, then take that amount, donate to a charity, and then also provide a free live stream for those who can't attend. If you want to attend, and because some people may attend who are just interested about Kanye, right? Some people aren't about the mental health stuff. Maybe if for those people who want to attend, like have them pay, put that money towards a charity organization where they actually assist with depression, anxiety, and stuff like that, and then provide a live stream for anyone to actually watch in and learn for those who may not have the money in order to even come across a therapist or anything. Now, like I said, this all should go back to the fact that Kanye should not be the person, but if he's going to be the person, you should be opening this up to a bigger audience because maybe something can come from it. I don't know. Yeah. I can't tell you. I don't think there's going to be anything amazing coming from it, to be honest, because it's Kanye, but I would say make that a live stream and then take that money and give it, something good.
I got a feeling like the questions seem like, oh, how do you feel like the black community and you're supporting Trump, you're still wearing the MAGA hats, and he's like, oh, they don't understand. It's free thinking, it's free love. I'm leading with love. It's gonna be the same thing over and over again, and then it's gonna be, oh, by the way, my book is out. This is how did you deal with fear, overcoming this, and fam, stop.
Yeah, I just don't like the moment I saw this on Twitter, I was disgusted by it. I really was. I'm like, this is one of the times where you have, and even for Kanye and even for Charlamagne, it's one of the times where you have the platform to really make an impact, and where it doesn't have to benefit you always. Like, I'm very big on using your platform to impact someone. I feel like their platforms are big enough that they really could help someone that's in need. They really could make an impact on someone's life without any financial gain, without any promoting of a book or a sneaker or whatever is happening. This is the one time where I feel like you guys had that opportunity, and y'all selling tickets for $102. Like, I'm just not rolling.
Yeah, there's just certain conversations in society that I don't think people should be trying to profit off of. Yeah. There's certain things that a lot of people go through that may need help because, like I said, there are some people that may not have insurance and can't afford, hearing a therapist talk about mental health and stuff like that. And there's things that they could have done, even if New York Times is like, we have to charge. There's still things that could have been done so that it could still be of value to people. Like, you could say, hey, we had no control over the fact that they're charging for $102, but what we did is, if you paid and went for $102, you got some exclusive help. Maybe it is you get one free session at a certain place for therapy, but then if you can't, you can live stream it and watch it there. Like, that's I think is more better than being like you get a book.
I hope we're wrong. I hope they donate the money.
I really do.
They could fix it a little bit.
I really do, and I know that Charlamagne's book is about self-help and shit like that. Yeah, it just looks a little crazy. But to your point, I really do hope that something happens where maybe they donate the money to some charitable organization for mental health or something along those lines. I really hope that money just isn't getting pocketed, and you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure also Charlamagne can count the books that he has as book sales too. If he's smart, he could do that. Yeah. So, I don't. The numbers. Yeah, I don't know. How you feel? How you feel, man? Captain America may die.
It's not a may.
Well,
he's gone. He's gone. Oh, I think what he's gonna do. He's gonna die.
Wait,
theory time.
Yeah, this is theory time. Spoiler alert.
I think he's gonna die in that timeline. In the main timeline, they're gonna go back, pick up the old Captain America from the first Avengers. They're gonna beat Thanos. Then the old Captain America is gonna be like, yo, I gotta go back to my timeline because it's not right that I'm here with you. And that's where they're gonna end off the character. Then.
Wait, what about the Doctor Strange part you guys brought up?
Nah, so here's the thing.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, so here's the thing. Upon doing further research, I don't think me or Nas are right. They said that.
I like how you threw me in there. Like, when he's wrong, it's like, yo, me and
No. I'm trying to save you. If you're smart, you listen. The only reason I say that is because those good people over at Marvel have said that Avengers 4 will be an original script. You're not going to see what's going to happen. There's no way to tie it in to anything. All of the other versions of Thanos and the Infinity Stones. This is an original script, and fans will be pleased.
Well, they do have a spoiler alert. I saw on the internet that the title might be Avengers Annihilation.
I saw that, and the Russo brothers said no.
Damn.
They said no.
Wait, are they gonna so you know how like when Thanos snapped, some of the characters went away? In Avengers 4, do you think they're gonna bring some people back?
Yeah.
Or is it gonna turn into a multi-universe thing where they'll have like Doctor Strange would be more involved into the next one and talking about the different dimensions and shit like that?
Sorcerer Supreme is definitely coming back.
Let me be clear. At my predictions, you'll see a Marvel character by the name of Eternity. You will see time travel, be it Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You will also see characters come back to life because of the time travel. I wouldn't be surprised if you see either Professor Hulk, and do your research if y'all don't know what it is, Professor Hulk or Grey Hulk. And don't be surprised if you see either Hulk or Iron Man with a new gauntlet glove.
You know, I want to make theory predictions so bad, but I know I'm gonna that script is gonna be so far off this world.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing.
But
now seeing the interview, I don't know.
Oh, shout out to Dave Bautista too for killing off the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yo, man, facts, son.
Shout out to him.
Can we even talk about that shit, yo?
They're not coming back.
Do you realize that it's such?
That made me mad.
It's a fucked up part because at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that spoiler, now for those who haven't seen it, well,
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, like Adam Warlock.
Yo,
and now we will never even know if he's gonna be in the movies. That shit is on hold indefinitely. They're talking about just leaving it as is.
That's
like it was
crazy.
just a one-off. Like,
that's crazy.
Dave Bautista said, yo, if y'all don't bring back James Gunn, none of us is coming back.
Yeah.
Disney said,
all right.
Okay. Nice working with you.
No problem. It was great.
Wait, do that again? But next time, don't crack your knees.
Yeah, I can't help it. I'm getting up there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's the only reason why I ain't moved my knee. I'm not putting that shit back together. Let me be clear. I felt that shit as soon as I put my leg up. I said, yep, I'm keeping this bitch right here. I'm not moving.
Listen,
I'm
man,
cool.
It's getting cold outside.
Yeah, I'm cool. Ashy ankles and all. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
Yo, Avengers 4 though is gonna be so dope that I don't even think we know what to expect.
Yeah,
Captain Marvel's gonna be off the chain.
Yeah,
she's really gonna.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I don't even know if we shared this here. I wasn't all that impressed by Captain Marvel trailer.
You're bugging.
I wasn't impressed by it. You were wowed by Captain Marvel.
I wasn't wowed.
But that's my
I
point.
laughed.
That's my point.
I just laughed
That's my point.
when she slapped or punched the grandma.
Yeah,
that's the only time I laughed. Obviously, it's not a real grandma, but it was still funny as hell.
I wasn't wowed.
They're gonna make the women in Avengers 4 so damn powerful. It's not even gonna be funny.
Well, traditionally speaking, the women in the Marvel universe are strong. Squirrel Girl, Captain Marvel. Phoenix,
Scarlet Witch,
yeah, like there's a whole list of characters
and also
women are
the
crazy.
The smartest Marvel character is a little girl.
Yeah.
Women are not. Yeah.
Hey.
Brit just looked at me like she. Like
Brit just looked. Brit's like, what you gonna say?
Brit mad tiny. All right. Well, I guess let us know what y'all think. As always, y'all know how this goes. Forgive Nas for his bum ass plug for our title. Look at your face for our title ad. You have to get better at that. You have to.
All the ads will be coming through me. Pause. No rainbow.
Oh my God. Check us out, Grassroots Pod on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Check the description in the YouTube. I'm trying to close the show.
I'm sorry, but he says ads coming through me. Pause.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Like,
That's kind of wild. That's kind of
what?
wild.
You squirted out ads?
Pause. All right, we got out of control. We got out of control. We out.
Title.
We out. Peace.
Grassroots.